There's currently two major wars taking place on this planet, and there's probably more smaller wars taking place currently. So today we'll look at war and how it is sold to people, how it happens. So stay tuned as we get real with Yvonne. So war is a concept that has been around forever. Humanity likes to fight, humanity likes to attack one another, and oftentimes there's a lot of losses, a lot of people losing their lives, a lot of destruction, a lot of people being miserable, losing all they have, being traumatized for the rest of their lives. So if you look at it just like with an innocent view, with innocent eyes, you're like, who could ever be interested in war? Like there's only losers, right? Everybody who is participating eventually loses lives, loses money, loses territory, whatever it is. Like, it's why will people fight and fight physically if both get out of that discussion and that fight wounded? So there is really no reason to fight. Everyone is the same. Humanity, every part of humanity is the same. Everyone making up humanity, every human being is the same. We want peace, we want harmony, we want to feel good, we want to love, we want to be loved. And that goes for people too. We want to be respected in who we are. We want to be taken seriously. We want to experience nice stuff. So all this goes for countries and people of nations. It's all the same. So if you see two people fighting, you could go in and go, why are you fighting? Just leave it. Both of you are going to cry in the end, right? Both of you are going to be upset. Both of you are going to be hurt by what the other person said to you, or if it gets physical, by what they did to you, or you're trying to do something to the other person and you're getting hurt in the process. So just let it be. We know that you both prefer something else. You want to be at peace. You want to feel good. So just leave it. Like, be the bigger person, you want to say to one person, right? So this is sort of the same for countries. No country likes to be attacked. No country likes to get up in the morning and not know if its citizens are going to survive during the day, right? If there's going to be another attack, if there's going to be bombing, if there's going to be trauma happening to them as a people and to the individuals making up that people. So there's nothing, no one benefits. Like on a human level, no one benefits from fighting and from war. So what is it that actually happens? Why are currently two big wars happening? What is happening is that someone is apparently not as interested and people not getting hurt. There is someone and something, a whole system benefiting, a person benefiting, a country benefiting. Someone is in some shape or form benefiting from war. So that decision that is taken to attack a country or to be the aggressor towards another country, that stems on the fact that behind that are interests and benefits. So it's never what is told to the people. It's never, oh, we need to go to war in order to protect you, or for your health, or for your safety, or for your whatever it is that is being sold to the people, because that's actually the point I want to make. People are being sold a lie, right? A politician is someone we elect in a democracy. We elect a politician in order for them to then act in our favor. Actually, democracy stems from the two Greek words, demos, for people, and kratia, kratos, for power. So democracy means power to the people. The people are in power, or are supposed to be in power. So people should be able to say yes or no to war, right? People should have a say in, do we want this or do we not want this? So people elect someone in their place, right? They vote for someone for them these people who are elected to represent what is good for the people. And what is good for the people is usually not what is good for that individual politician or for the country in itself, because bigger issues or bigger interests are behind. So as the politicians who has that power from the people, again, the people have the power. That's the idea. The idea is the people have the power. They get to have their say. So if they have their say through that person they elect, that person who is elected has to have the approval of the people, right? They have to have the people behind them. Because if the people decide to stand up against who they voted for, because the person who they voted for is betraying them on a big scale, deeply betraying them, they would just have a little revolution going on, right? And make sure that person is no longer having a say, because actually they're disappointing them. They're not sticking to what they promised they would stick up for. They don't have their best interests at heart or in mind, at heart and in mind, right? They're not acting for the people. So the people are like, hey, sorry, over here, we're more than you, right? We're a couple of millions and billions over here. So you should get in line, politician, and do what is best for us, or otherwise we'll overthrow you. It's as easy as that. But since they're not aware that the politician is not acting in their favor, is not actually doing what is best for them, they sort of keep quiet, or they're afraid, right? They're afraid that if they do something, chaos will erupt, or they're not aware that they have that power. So what the politician needs to make sure is that he gets to sell that war to them, right? He gets to sell his interest of, oh, people, I know you have the power, like he sort of pretends, I know you have the power, so please, over here, we really need to make sure we get involved in this and that war. We really need to attack this country now because that country is against our values. This country is actually planning to attack us. So we need to be first to attack them, right? So what's happening there is that sale. It's a sale. It's PR. The politician is doing PR towards the people in order to get through with his interests, in order to be able to do what he has in mind. So the people are always going to be losers because they're financing the war, right? They're spending the money for that war with their tax payments they're doing. They're spending the money that they're paying as taxes is being spent on wars, be it on the outside of the country, it's mostly on the outside, right? If we're looking at the US, it's always outside. No one's ever gonna want to have war in the US, so it's always going to be outside. So it's always going to be, oh, we need to do that because they have bad ideas about our country. They want to attack us. They want to create weapons, right, with Iran. Oh, they're planning on having nuclear power. They have everything in place. They can't have that because otherwise we're not the only ones anymore who have nuclear power and nuclear weapons. We don't want that because we're the policemen of the world, and we can make sure that only we're the only ones with the biggest weapons, and everyone else should sit down and just be quiet, right? That's how it works. So they, of course, the people, like the president or the people in power elected, need to sell the fear to people. So it's always that PR happening. And on the back end, like on the other side, in the behind the scenes, sort of, it's people creating weapons benefiting. It's the country benefiting by getting to position their military in a foreign country, or maybe there's resources in that country like oil or whatever it is, uranium, whatever they want to get their hands on, that they want to get their hands on, but they're not going to say we want to get our hands on the oil of that country, but they're going to be, oh, their president was planning to attack us, or their president is evil, so we need to make sure he gets annihilated. So we go over there, base our troops over there, and then we're going to be safe. And you people, you're going to be safe. Be grateful to us, right? You have to be grateful for us that we're saving you. We're making sure everything is best for you. We're making sure you're being taken care of and you're not being attacked. So it's a one big, huge lie every time. It's always a lie. a lie that is being sold through PR, through marketing to the people. So that's how wars are happening, right? It's you get to people behind, you have an idea what you want to get. Let's say you want gold, right? You want gold. You know over there in that country that is far, far away from you, there's gold. You can't tell your people, hey, that country over there, they have gold and we want that. That would be great. And we could go there and spend a lot of your money, the money that you're paying with your jobs that you do every day, and half of it you have to give to us, to the state. And we actually need that money in order to buy weapons and in order to do what we have to do in order to get our hands on that gold, to go to that other country and then fight the people. And we need to do that. So please let us go and get that gold. It's going to be good for us. No, the president and I say the president, I just want to say the people in power know that's not going to go well. People are going to say, is that right? Is that correct? Is that ethically and morally right to attract someone because we want what they have? Do we have a right to do that? They will question that, right? So that's not how it goes. It goes, oh, that country over there, I forgot to tell you so far, but actually they're planning to attack us. Actually, they have something in mind. Look, and then they instigate an attack that it looks like the other party did that, and they're like, see what they did to us? But they did it themselves, in theory. And then they go, they see what they did to us. Now we need to attack them. Now we need to retaliate. We need to go over there and base our troops over there and spend a ton of money, spend a ton of weapons that we're actually creating ourselves, and the people, the industrials who are in charge of the weapon industry, they get to benefit. But we're not going to tell you that. We're just going to tell you that their dictator is evil and we need to take him out because we're the moral police of the world, so we need to do that. Let's do that. And then the people go, okay, I guess that's good, right? So that's what war is. It's interests being hidden. It's people benefiting who are behind the scenes, who have nothing to do. They don't get their hands dirty. They don't go over there and fight the war. They don't attack. They don't leave their sons. They don't send their sons into war. They don't go with their own lives and fight there and are in danger, put themselves in danger. They're at home making the stats in their office and benefiting and collecting the money and counting how much profit they're making while other people are losing their lives. So this is unfortunately how it goes. So why I'm making this video, I want you to become aware that what you're being told is PR all the time. Everything you're being told is PR and a sales move from politicians in order for you to back them up, in order for you to not start a revolution. Because if you thought it through, you would start a revolution and go, stop spending the money we pay, stop not taking care of us by putting us in danger, by spending the money instead of in our health and in our well-being and in our peace and in everything we want that is good for us in our own country. We're actually spending it over there and losing all the money we work for every day. And you're actually not looking out for us, but just for your own interests and just for you to gain power, to gain individual money, like private benefits. And you're not doing that. So the revolution would start. But since you are made unaware and you are sold that lie that you buy, you're keeping quiet and you're afraid and quiet and you're like, yeah, we trust them. I don't have time to go into politics. I can't look at things in detail. I am busy working 3 jobs, raising 5 kids and whatever it is, and taking care of the health problem my mother has. So I'm not going to get into, I'm sure they're doing their best, right? So that's why you're not aware of your power, because again, democracy, the power to the people. So you have power. So stop questioning things. No, sorry. I wanted to say, you have power. So start questioning things, start asking questions, start thinking, start following the money, follow the money. Look where the money goes. Who benefits from a war? Who benefits? It's not you. It's not you who has to maybe send your husband or your partner or your son or your cousin or whoever it is into war, your father. It's not you who is benefiting. You're losing big time, and someone else is benefiting. So please, if we all want to stop war, and at one point I'm going to make a video about the spiritual point of view on war, right? What's happening there? So if we want war to stop, we have to stop engaging in the lie that they're selling us, in the lie that this is something somehow helpful to us and somehow beneficial for us. We have to stop buying. We have to stop buying into the lie and we have to stop backing people who start wars, because no one is benefiting for real from a war. Everyone is just getting hurt. Everyone really involved is getting hurt. So it's on us to claim that power, to be critical when we see something's being told to us. We need to question it. Is it really the truth that they're telling us? Is there another motive, a different agenda behind what they're saying? Is it the truth? Where's the proof of it? Where is the anti-proof? Where is the proof that is actually a lie? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to be awake. I want you to be critically thinking. I want you to question stuff, and I want you to stand up for your right to be to have a healthy and happy and peaceful life, to not have to work 5 jobs and to barely make it. That's not normal. If that's happening, there's something wrong with the system that you're living in, with the country that you're living in. There's something wrong, and you have a right to demand that decisions are being made that are in your favor and that help you have that beautiful, prosperous life that you're supposed to have. I want to share that today. Please subscribe, share the video. It helps the channel a lot if you subscribe. Most viewers are not even subscribed to my channel. So please, as we go along this journey, comment, subscribe, share all these things, and I see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.